All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. This time again featuring the triumvirate Shadow Ninja as we take on Evermore and Arnima in Beyond Reach. Ooh, this is actually some really tough endgame content. I am discovering. Well, I actually already knew this. This is why I saved this one for like later in the playthrough. But it's been interesting, kind of trying to explore a new place and figuring out where I can safely feed as a vampire, you know? Different civilizations. We're also a Vancian mage, so it's been a challenge trying to find inns and places that we can sleep at in order to recharge our spells. In fact, at the end of the last stream, we got stuck in a place where there were these red roots behind us over here that were blocking the way, and we needed a flame spell in order to get them to recoil away so we can get through. But we were out of Vancian magic, and we didn't have like a flame staff or a scroll or anything to get through that. So I had to march my shadowy little butt all the way back through this dungeon and out the door all the way back to Arnima, where I could get a night at the inn. Came back, was able to use a flame spell to get through that. And then you can see a little corpse in the background behind him. That guy was waiting right on the other side for me. So I had to kill him right away. So y'all missed that, but that's all right. That's about all we missed. So it is a day later. We have more spells now, and we're going to continue. Let's see. We got, well, we had Magus earlier. I don't know if you're still there, bud, but welcome if you are. And then Tom, welcome in. Warm sands to you as well, friend. I think that does it for the intros. I kind of want to get a little more flowy with the Shadow Ninja stuff. I was a little rusty the last couple times, and I have spent some time last night getting the hang of my hotkeys and everything, so I should be able to switch back and forth between our shadow magic and our blade and be sneaky and do some nice little kill flows here. Alright, so let's get through the rest of this dungeon. What are we actually doing here? We are on a quest from Mortifane, I believe. Lord Mortifane of Arnima sent us on a fetch quest for his amulet that was stolen by a beast. Not really trusting him too much on what this beast might be at this point with all these abominations that we've had to fight. Alright, well, let's see what we got next over here. I think I want to use my Ghost Walk spell as a sort of scouting technique so we can see what's going on over here. Lord Mord, huh? Indeed, indeed. Alright, who do we have here? We got a Witchman, a Crone. Who else we got? Oh, yeah, I see a hag over there too. And I see a naked corpse, so let's not look at that. Alright. So let's get into a central area here. Do a big kaboom. This is the master level destruction spell for the Shadow Mage in Triumvirate. Made really quick work. And you know how tough these people are, especially the high level enemies in this mod. Just deleted them immediately. This is supposed to drain life and magicka over time. But it's so powerful at this level, the way I have this character spec'd out, that it was like not even a tenth of a second that it took to drain these high-level enemies of all of their health. So yeah, I'm hoping to show what this Shadow Ninja is actually capable of, at least at level 60. Takes you a little time and correct configuration to get here. But once you're here, you're pretty much unstoppable. So how's everybody doing in the chat? Hope your weekend is off to a good start. Mine is, you know, I'm just starting it with Skyrim. Hanging out with my peeps, playing my game. Good stuff. The wife and I actually went to see a Savannah Banana game on Thursday night. They're touring the U.S. a little bit, and they are playing in some spring training fields out here right now. If you don't know who that is, they're kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. Very cool stuff. I don't think that was supposed to happen. All right, let's try that one again. But yeah, there's some great videos of them on YouTube. Get a good representation of what they do over there. Okay. All right. Back to Ghost Walk. I swear, of the 30 spells that I have available, I feel like most of them are spent on Ghost Walk. Let's try to hit him first with a sneak power attack. Okay, we got him. And let's see. I feel like I heard somebody else. Was that the beast that Mortivane was talking about? Yeah, okay, this might be the guy I was thinking of. Is this pull through shadows? No. What the hell? I just went through this last night. Not pull through shadows. What is this? Step through shadows. Okay, no, I want pull through shadows, which I believe is this. Yes, it is. Okay. Pull through shadows has a splash effect, so I don't have to target the enemy directly, which is what I was going for with that. All right. I'll remember that. Pull through shadows. Step through shadows. All right, is this the beast that Mortifane was telling us about? Here's the Lord's Pendant, so this must be the beast in quotes. Golem, this is just an infant? I'm glad I didn't actually have to fight this guy. All right, we also got a key. Mage Merlin, welcome, welcome. Lazy wet Saturday. Okay, you got some rain. Whereabouts are you, Merlin? Don't mind me asking. We were up to 90 degrees, 98 degrees Fahrenheit, which for the European folks is, I think, like mid-30s Celsius. Just last week. But it's beautiful this week. Okay, I think he's addressing Mortifane. Okay, I don't know what entity this is, but they really, really need a lozenge. Or just to clear their throat, you know? There's nothing wrong with a good yak in the morning. You know, get all the phlegm out of the throat. But it sounds like Mortifane has fallen in league with some kind of demonic entity. This is what I'm gathering anyway. Who all has upvoted this video? Oh, you know, I don't know. I can't see any live ratings right now. But yeah, if you'd like to like and subscribe, that helps the channel out a lot. Lots of good content at your fingertips for free. Not just the live streams. 9 Celsius over here across the pond, 50 degrees. Yeah, we're, I think we're supposed to be in the 70s Fahrenheit. Yeah, we're only at 68 Fahrenheit right now. I can't do that Celsius conversion in my head. Ouch. All right, so we have a dude over there. We got a dude over there too. All right, I feel like I can just sneak up on this guy raw. No magic needed. Boom shakalaka. Yeah, so it sounds like Mortiphane has fallen in league with some kind of demonic entity that seemed like they said that they don't need the noose around his neck anymore in order to complete their goals. So they were holding something over his head or around his neck. But whatever kind of process they have right now seems to be almost done. So they're kind of indicating that they don't need him anymore.
From the flesh.
And I'm wondering if this has to do. I can hear the voice because I have the amulet now that I have taken from that golem. Does this go? And he was saying like this isn't the touch of the little lord. Mortiphane's not so little anymore. I mean, he's not big like Sek and Mech are. Oh, this just spat me back out to where I started. Okay. But I wonder if he was under the influence of this demonic entity for, like, since he was a child. Okay, so let's take this back to Mortiphane, see if we can glean any more information from him off of this whole thing. And I wonder why Mortiphane wants this amulet back now. 24 Celsius, 76 degrees. Yeah, that's about the high. This is what it's going to be here too, Merlin. Oklahoma for Mage Merlin. Awesome. You been getting any tornado warnings or anything lately over there? Are you in Tornado Alley, or am I off by a little bit? I wouldn't consider tornado warnings a lazy day, but I would imagine you get more weather than we do over here in Arizona. Okay, let's see here. We want to go this way. I don't want to really go all the way back through those dungeons. I don't even think I can with the way that that floor caved in. So I think what we want to do is take this path around the mountain to the north, back up into Arnima, up here. Okay, it's not too far away. We do have a little bit of a hike. And the road may be fraught with danger. I do see a witchman over here doing some kind of worshipping routine. It looks like another one maybe meditating next to the fire. I would rather not get flanked by them. So let's see if we can kind of preemptively take these guys out. Okay, we have a hag, some high-level dudes, high-level crone. All right, let's do the big nuke again here. With Vancian magic, it doesn't cost me anything more to do the big boom than it does to do the little Ozra's Wrath boom. So may as well just use these while I have the spells available, right? Now this is why I take the focused option whenever I rest at an inn to recharge my spells, because these spells are super powerful. So I kind of try to build in a limited amount of spells for how powerful these things are. Also, by choosing the focus, I thought there was a chest in here somewhere. It feels like there should be a chest. Not that I really need any loot anymore at this point. Yeah, I'm at 510,000 septums. I have some loot I can sell off if I need to. Alright, let's make our way back up. Yeah, also by taking the focused option when you sleep with Vancian magic, your spells are more powerful even though you get fewer of them. How many spells do I have left? Wow, we got a lot of effects here. Vancian magic. 19 out of 30, so we're still doing pretty good. That should get us all the way back to Arnima, I think. Yeah, you're in Tornado Alley, but most have been east of me so far, and small ones so far, luckily. Yeah, I mean, even a small one, I don't think I'd want to tangle with, you know? We do get tornadoes here very rarely. Not often. Like every, I don't know, I want to say like 5 years, 6 years or something, we'll get like a tornado warning and not much will come of it. But it's not completely unheard of. Not like out there. Okay, let's see. If we can scout the area from up here a little bit. I don't know, is that a person right there where my cursor is, just to the right of the fire? Let's see, it is 11:30 p.m. One of these encampments, I think, we'll end up finding maybe like a sleeping bad guy or something that we can feed on. Or even just one that we can sneak feed on would be nice too. Let's switch to Predator Vision so I can find my next meal. Sorry for the brightness, it's really blown out here. Your arm is hungry. Ooh. Deadly looking instrument there, huh? Wow, it's really just rolling off the screen. I don't know why it's doing that. Whatever. Usually it just spins in place. I don't know why that one seems to be... It's too heavy. I don't need the money from it, and I think I already have the enchantment. Yeah, usually when I spin it right there, it just kind of spins in place, and that one seems to be, like, insisting on rolling off the screen. Hilarious. Okay. Predator vision, let's see if we got any... Oh, yep, we do. We have somebody sleeping over here. Actually, this encampment seems... strangely empty. Take advantage of a free meal here. I don't remember 100% if I did or not, but I think I've leveled up all the way to the top level in Sacrosanct with this character. I think. So I don't need to lethally drain these people anymore, but it's just a more diverse way of killing enemies. Which is cool, you know? Okay. Yeah, they're all hiding in the trees here. I feel like I can get a better vantage point on this rocky outcrop. Okay, there's another dude over here too. That would have been an unfortunate surprise. Let's see, I think he's facing our left, so I can get in behind him over here. Not have to use a spell. Uh-oh. Whew. Yeah, Skyrim NPCs seem to have this uncanny ability of knowing right when you're going to attack, staying in one spot for 7 years, and then right when you decide to attack, they start moving, and then you just whiff your shot and completely destroy any semblance of stealth that you might have had. It's enraging. Because normally they're so stupid, and yet they must all have the idiot savant perk from Fallout, I think. Anybody watch the Fallout show? My wife and I finished it up. We watched the whole season. It was phenomenal. It was amazing. I loved it so much. What's this one? Possession. Okay. Let's do some possession. First, just because I'm not sure if possession is going to trigger detection, so I wanted to take these guys out of the way first, and then this guy over here that's leaning against the tree. Oh crap, or maybe his friend over here. Let's do this guy. Now this Exile Skull Crusher is going to wreak havoc amongst his friends. Oh, we got some floating fungus here. Alright, well, he doesn't seem to be moving much, but as soon as he detects someone, it's going to be lights out for them.
It's over. Over.
Okay, I think I see Arnima out there now. And I think I have killed all of the bandits. So I think that we have a straight shot. We have our executioner. Actually, he may not even be following. Is he hung up? Oh no, he found that that sandboxing location on that tree over there. Alright, fine. You can just chill there if you want, I guess. Okay, we should have a straight shot here. If not, then that's fine. We can fight people off with our sword. But yeah, that was a pretty cool little demonstration of what the Shadow Mage is all about. Pretty good stuff, if I do say so myself. Let's see. Actually, surprised you're not playing a Fallout game with the Fallout Fever. Yeah, I try not to, I don't know. I try not to chase the trends because it's like, they're so fleeting, right? And you're also like competing with every other streamer at that point. I don't know. It's just, it's not worth it for me to just reinstall Fallout, get comfortable with a brand new game. I wouldn't mind streaming Fallout. My issue with Fallout is that there's only certain kinds of content that I feel like it is valuable content that I can make, and most of that is Let's Play and survival stuff. There's not really... The buildcraft system just doesn't hit like it does in Skyrim, and it's the same for Starfield, right? I'm kind of coming to the realization that Starfield, the game, is not about character builds. It's about these long-running playthroughs and all the options and everything that you get, and taking one character to a very high level and experiencing these universes and these stories in different ways. So it's more suited for Let's Plays and things like that than Skyrim, where you can actually have like character builds. Fallout's kind of the same way, but to me, Fallout is more about the explore, fight, craft loop. So to me, that's about like setting up these forward operating bases Oh, I don't need to be in the inn right now. I need to go see Mortifane. And then using these bases as like crafting hubs and safe spaces while you explore the wasteland, looking for weapons and junk in order to craft your weapons up into being more powerful, and then you use those powerful weapons and armor equipment items to take on more dangerous places, which then nets you more valuable materials and so on and so forth. And that's a really cool gameplay loop. I actually am quite fond of the gameplay loop in Fallout 4, and I wouldn't mind doing a series on it, but it becomes just this, it becomes like pretty much squarely focused on tactics. There's not a whole lot of room for roleplay because, you know, you're always playing Nate or you're always playing Nora, and they have this established backstory. You can sort of play out their personalities differently, but you still do all the same things. You're just choosing different dialogues, and they don't really change much. And Nate and Nora, they're always going to be looking for their son. It's very hard. A lot of people complain about Skyrim's main quest being a little too pushy, but Fallout 4's main quest is even more pushy. Your wife got murdered and your son got kidnapped, and what are you going to do? You're going to slowly explore the wasteland and piss fart around? No. You're going to go chase your son. You only have one choice. So yeah, I'll do a Fallout 4 series at some point, but yeah, I try not to chase trends, because if everybody is chasing that trend, then everybody's got Fallout 4 content, and you're competing with too many people at that point. So I just, you know, stick with what I'm gonna do. I try not to compete with people with my channel. I just do my own thing in my own way, and if people like it, then they like it. This one has not watched the Fallout show. Even if you're not a fan of the Fallout game, I think there is a lot to be enjoyed from the show itself. I would say give it a shot. It's a fantastic show on its own legs, even without any kind of previous knowledge on Fallout or any kind of previous fandom on Fallout. Okay, Mortifane, I have returned with your amulet.
You look uneasy. You'd best give me that amulet before your mind is sundered by the power of it. For what you've done, I'll spare you some personal knowledge along with gold. Think of this spell as an extra gift. Also, I've heard the missionary inside the temple has news of a discovery. Have a word. At least they're finally being useful.
Dooming Presence, Masochist's Memory, 1,000 Septums. Okay, so there was a curse associated with just having that amulet in your inventory. Do I have an amulet? Yeah, the Shadow Necklace. Gain 12 more experience, grants 61% resistance to fire. Okay. So let's go ahead and learn these spells. Just gonna go ahead and learn all of them. I have a huge catalog of spells that a lot of them I just don't even use. Masochist's Memory. This is the one that Mortifane gave us. Heals the caster 15 points through vile invocations in the name of a scheming dark mistress. Heals the caster 15 points through vile invocation. So it just heals 15 points and the rest is flavor. You will survive even if you have to suffer. Absorb 30 points of health from the target. Interesting. Don't know exactly how that works, and we're not a conjurer, but you know, we'll take it. We'll add it to the inventory. Why not? As a Breton, Garam here is he's very curious by nature, and that kind of drives everything he does. This is his thirst and his hunger for knowledge of all things. And this sort of dark shroud that is plaguing Arnima and Evermore right now, there is something at the bottom of it driving all this, and he's really curious as to what it is. And with the power that he's accumulated throughout his life thus far, he feels like he's not really afraid to get to the bottom of it either, where most people in this area are. So maybe he's not really driven to help these people. He does like the renown that comes with being the hero, which is kind of at odds with being a vampire and kind of living in the shadows. and just the very nature of his chosen type of magic. But he does like the renown that comes from being a hero in these places, so maybe that doesn't drive him. It's more curiosity, but you know, if he gets a good job from people, all the better. I'm supposed to be talking to a missionary. Okay, I was going to the church for the missionary, but apparently we got to go to the barracks over here. Tom is lurking. No problem. Enjoy your lurk. Same here. Not had the time, but the weapon design is interesting. Yeah, I mean, the weapon design kind of looks a little bit LARPy, but that's how the game is too. But they kind of make it work. It's very kind of tongue-in-cheek, the whole thing. Kind of got this dark humor thing going on with it, and I'm here for it. Planning the next, they're planning the next season already. Yeah, they left it open. I don't know, so I think I might have liked it better as just a one and done season. The people who did Fallout, they did Westworld, and the first 2 seasons of Westworld were phenomenal. The third one was okay, and then the last 2 were just not very good. In my experience, those showrunners, they'll start out strong, and then they kind of just, they have nowhere to go after after that strong beginning. And they'll just kind of like hang on to a series just to cash in on it, and then just by the time they end it, it's just left a bad taste in your mouth. So I hope that doesn't happen with Fallout, but you know, if you're following established patterns, that's kind of where they're headed, which is kind of depressing to say, but that's my fear with them doing more seasons. I definitely agree with that. Plus, they set so many parts of your backstory in stone. Yep. You lived in Boston, you got married, you had a kid, etc. I actually want to do a video on this. I want to do a video about what makes Starfield so great, right? But I do want to, and it's going to be controversial. I'm going to get a lot of clicks, but I'm also going to get a lot of downvotes because Starfield, the hate is still strong with that game. But in terms of the story structure and the freedom of like the open world and your ability and capacity to change the world that you're in, Fallout 4 is diamond shaped, right? Or even like upside down triangle shaped, where you start at this singular point with every single one of your characters. Every single one of your characters is either an ex-soldier in Nate or an ex-military lawyer in Nora. And your backstory is always set in stone, just like N. King said. You're always starting at this singular point. And from there, you can kind of do what you want, even though you're very guided to go find Sean. If you're role-playing Fallout 4 at all, you're going to be very fixated on finding your son, unless you're just an evil person. As a side note, I did have an idea for a Let's Play that I actually started doing and started editing, but I abandoned it for whatever reason. I had other things I wanted to do. Where Nate was pretty sure that Nora cheated on him and that Sean was not his son, and that kind of gave him an out to be able to do his own thing and become a raider and things like that, because he was not a good guy. So there are ways around it. But typically you start in that one spot. You have a very linear motivation for these things. You're always going to go to Concord, and then you're always going to run into Preston and his gang, and then you're always going to be pointed to Diamond City, and you're pretty much always going to run into the Brotherhood of Steel and Paladin Dance on the way, and then Piper, that whole thing. It feels very linear. With Skyrim, it's more of it's a right side up triangle, right? Your backstory and everything is completely up to you. Where your character started, you know, what got him to the point, even if you're not using an alternate start, up to the point where you get captured and you're in that cart, the sky's the limit. The world is your oyster, right? Excuse me, I got a belch. that was a big one. So yeah, you get to start wherever you want, however you want, and then, you know, during the course of the game, because there's not really a whole lot of consequence, you kind of always end up at the same place after you do everything, in terms of, you know, technically where the world is. Roleplay wise, you can do whatever you want, so in that case, it's almost like just a box. With Starfield, it's you can start where it's almost like hourglass shaped, right? So you can start wherever you want. Your backstory up to the point where you're in the mine doing the mining, find the artifact. That's completely up to you. You're completely free to define your character up to that point. And then you kind of have the search for the unity, and then it kind of does like a triangle thing up to the point at the top at the end of the story, where it's like, okay, now you're Unity, you go through Unity, spoiler alert, we give you a few seconds now. You go through Unity, and then you become Starborn, you start over, you do everything again, and at that point, the world opens back up. You get to choose all new dialogue options, you get to choose, you know, what factions you side with, whether or not you're going to do any of these factions. You get to go, the world is your oyster on the other side of it. And it just kind of infinitely spreads out with what you can do, which is great, right? It's open-ended on both sides. There's not really a stopping point at any point, because you can just wipe the universe and start over again with that same character, and you can add that to your roleplay and your character's narrative. You can't do that in any other Bethesda game. So I've heard the complaint that this game, that Starfield, is wide as an open, but wide as an ocean, but deep as a puddle. And I've heard that complaint against Skyrim and Fallout before too, but Starfield, it's more poignant, because I don't think the game is any more shallow than Starfield or than Skyrim or Fallout 4. It's just that it's so much wider that it makes it feel more shallow, right? Anyway, I got to do a video on that.
You all right?
I'm fine. Are you all right? Why are you burning this thing down?
You were with the Imperials at the outpost, right? Killed all those damn orcs off? I hope you made them suffer.
No, they didn't last long enough to suffer. Who the hell am I supposed to be talking to? Are you the missionary? Ah, there he is. Raymond, missionary.
Blessings upon you.
Wonder what his favorite position is. Okay, so I returned from the cave, and I've taken note of the sights I saw inside. Let's see. No, what's happening here?
Something that unfortunately needs to be done, since the gods don't seem to be lending their divine aid anytime soon. At least their suffering is at an end now.
Are you burning people in there, or are you just burning the place to the ground?
Afflicted peoples who had resigned themselves to this fate, of their own volition. A more altruistic act than any I could deign to accomplish. The town remains safe. This plague encroaches ever east. Even these drastic measures may fall short of what may come beyond today.
I feel like there would be a more humane way of executing these people, if indeed that needed to be done, than just burning them alive. Does this have anything to do with the Witchmen?
Probably, though I sincerely hope not. Those madmen are already terrifying as it is. But to know they can direct plagues and the like, a truly dreadful image.
Saw a streamer create a character to look like Ned Flanders, but you can never roleplay him. Yeah, right. Yeah, that sucks. But it's still fun. Yeah, Fallout 4 is one of my favorite games ever, right? But it has a different gameplay flow to it. The way to enjoy it is much different than it is from Skyrim or even Starfield. Let's see. The Lord told me that you have some news. I assume you need my help again?
Well, before any action, you should know a little about me, particularly of what I do. You see, I'm not here just to spread the Divine's wisdom. I'm here because the priest requested my skills. Alteration, to be exact. Familiar with that art?
Yeah, I do some alteration.
So you won't need to hear me blather on. Grand.
So why is it alteration is important here?
I bring this up because one technique I've honed is to scour large tracts of land for things both significant and relevant to our interests. And recently my focus has been on one such thing. Gauntlets belonging to the blessed and venerated war knight, Mados. The items have vanished, and no one had any answers as to where. Until now, of course, with the help of yours truly.
Okay, so I don't know what I did to help, but where are they then?
Far to the north, way beyond this kingdom's grasp. Most strange is how far below the earth my search took me to.
Oh, they just
Right
issued
in the
severe
depths
thunderstorm
of
and
that
tornado
Dwemer.
warning. Oh, you know what? I feel like we conjured it by talking about it, Merlin. Sorry, bud. Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you for the compliment. I work hard on this game. Maldaroth, welcome in. Enjoy your lurk. You've been up since 2 a.m., not up till 2 a.m. That's rough, man. Well, if you need to take a nap or something, don't feel like you need to hang on for my benefit.
My abilities only go so far, friend. If I were able to peer into the past, then most of our problems would be solved. Alas, we deal with what we're handed. Yet we can rule out a number of suspects who could hazard that voyage. A start, at least. No, my going on about the whys and wheres is quite the digression. What were we talking about again?
Well, we were talking about what you need me to do.
Right, of course. Well, seeing as you've returned seemingly unscathed...
Also known
from
as
that
macadamia,
perilous
there you
delve,
go.
would you be interested in yet
James
another
knows.
journey?
Yeah, no, I'm always up for seeing new places.
I hope that's a yes. Dry wit is hard to part from sarcasm. Well, friend, you know I'm ready. Else I wouldn't be heaving nigh twice my
All these
body
people
weight
are
in
all
furs.
jaded by life because of their current, you know, quality of it here. No, I prefer to travel alone, honestly.
Come now. I've also trained in healing. Wouldn't want any mistake made up there to be your last.
No, I am gonna do this myself.
All right, if that's what you wish.
No, Guillaume
Not my place
is
to demand escort,
usually very
unless-
sociable, but
I hope you've got a mind for details, as I won't be able to help you once you're up there. So, get deep into the ruin, far as you can go. You'll come across a great cavern in time. Once there, you're on your own. I'm sure there will be something to indicate a recent presence there, just have to follow the trail. So, get deep into the ruin, far as you can go. You'll come across a great cavern in time. Once there, you're on your own. I'm sure there will be something to indicate a recent presence there, just have to follow the trail.
okay. That sounds good. Yeah, no, Guillaume is usually very sociable and amenable to company, but, you know, ever since becoming vampire and really leaning into this shadow mage ninja thing, he sees people as both a liability and another mouth to feed, and really he moves better on his own. All right, so I returned from that cave, and I've taken notes of what I saw inside. Pretty dark stuff.
What a tale. To and through the den of those ill-begotten souls and live to tell about it. I was
Indeed.
doubting that anyone could make their way through that sinister cavern,
Well, you know,
let alone return with the favor I asked of them.
I'm pretty good. I've actually been through worse, believe it or not.
Worse
much.
than the Witchman. Please spare me the nightmares. Yet these details you provided affirms our accounts on those ancient elves. Masters of trade, they were called. There was no market in Tamriel that wasn't influenced dramatically by the Durrani's dealings.
Yeah, and there are undertones of Durrani stuff here, so I wonder if we're dealing with old-time, like, Durrani demons here. All right, tell me more about that.
Their trade was not only limited to our mortal realm. Oh no. They even reached out to the vile princes of Oblivion for goods that one could only dream of obtaining. Colossal gates, found within many a Durrani ruin, linked our realms with those dark planes.
Okay. So, we might be going to Oblivion, folks. Which doesn't sound fun, but also sounds kind of awesome at the same time. Seems the apple doesn't fall far from the tree with most of the hagglers around here.
You could say the merchants of Iraq owe a thing or two to the ruthless ambition and greed of their ancestors.
Oh, I see what he was going
Now
at.
this begs the question, why are the witchmen fascinated with these structures? We've had theories, the most common being that they're drawn to the residual magicka that lace most of that ancient architecture. Like moths to a flame, they gather around places that have had their presence in some way or another in Oblivion.
What hasn't been twisted by Oblivion here?
Tell me about it. It would explain how the Dureni built many of their constructs. Most seem to not be the effort of manual labor, but intense use of magicka and other dark arts.
Yeah, this whole
Such
place
use
is
of magic's
cursed.
always lingers on. It's how we can date most relics we do manage to find. And a great many thanks, again, to you for helping us out with this research. I'll have your efforts known by the other priests of the Circle. Trust me, we're very valuable allies to have in this part of the world.
Okay. Nice talking to you, Raymond. Now, most people would be scared. This sort of dark, undefinable magic that is cursing pretty much this entire region. Mention of Oblivion and Daedra, and old Dureni entities, and these weirdly powerful bad guys who are attracted to these places of power. That would be enough to put off most adventurers and probably even most warriors. But I feel like Giram here is really confident in his own abilities and his own magical shadow magic powers that seem to be more or less unique amongst the mages and the magical deities in Tamriel that he's witnessed so far. So he's pretty confident in his own magical ability and his ability to withstand other magics that maybe he doesn't even know about. And I think a lot of that might stem from the fact that his soul is actually claimed by probably a good half a dozen other deity-like entities from his time in Skyrim. So, like, what's another one? If he dies, he's kind of protected in that way, even though that puts kind of limits on his freedom, I suppose. But yeah, that's where his thought process is now. Find out what the priest discovered. Is this bugged? Yep, I feel like this is bugged. There was supposed to be something to the north, which usually means that there's something to the south. Quest did not update.
Well, before any, I'm here because the priest requested my skills. Alteration, to be exact.
Let's just try another
Not the most popular
path.
school of magic, so you're such potential. Yet many forgo the discipline. I bring this up because and recently my focus has been on one such thing. Until now, of course, with the help of yours. Far to the north, way beyond this kingdom's grasp. Most strange is how far below the earth my search took me to. Right in the depths of that Dwemer ruin. My abilities only go so far, friend.
Dwemer
If I were
ruin
able to peer into the past,
to the
then most of our
north,
problems
which I
would be
think
solved.
means the south.
Unless we deal with what we're handed. Yet we can rule out a number of suspects who could hazard that voyage. A start, at least. No, my. Going on about the whys and wheres is quite the digression. What will we be talking about?
Sounds like Maldaroth speaks from experience with the tornadoes.
Right, of course. Well, seeing as you've returned seemingly unscathed from that perilous delve, would you be interested in yet another journey?
Oh, you asking me if I know, James, or are you saying that you know the command? I might have to
I hope
look
that's
it
a
up.
yes. Dry wit is hard to part from sarcasm. Well, friend, you know I'm ready. Else I wouldn't be heaving nigh twice my body weight in furs.
Oh, okay. Maybe I do have to take
If you
him
pass me
along.
your map, I'll cross the location of the ruin's entrance.
It's just,
Most of the
I
local
don't know.
geography
Some of the
on the
dialogue
corner
in this is weird. It doesn't really,
Unless the witchmen have the north covered and
it
frozen
doesn't
down
really
with bloody pelts.
point you in the right direction most of the time. Okay, there we go. That's all I needed.
Bless your journeys.
Not. Am I taking him on as a follower now?
Something you need?
Yeah, okay. So he's going to be following me on this. I don't have any choice in the matter. That's where I was going wrong. Yeah, no, I don't know it. I would have been able to look it up, but it was just, I was choosing the wrong dialogue option. Part of the jankiness of this mod. And also, Strudel was in here a couple weeks ago saying that they have updated it and fixed a lot of the things, even though it's still kind of buggy. So, I'll look into updating it in a future profile version, maybe. Oh, before I leave town, I should see if I need to prep anything. If it's getting earlier in the morning here, then I probably don't want to be traveling in the sunlight. Even though I do have the Daywalker perk, I should be okay, but I would much prefer to travel at night just because not debuffed at all. And then with the Gather Darkness spell that I have hooked up to Okado's Recital, I'm stronger when I'm in darkness as a shadow mage. All right, so let's stop at the inn for now. Get a good day's sleep. Oh, speaking of dark curses, it's like something's going on over there in Evermore. Haven't made it there yet. Yeah, for all its kind of jankiness and audio issues and stuff like that, this mod does offer a lot of content, a lot of hours to be had exploring the lands and the cities, talking to the people, doing the quests, figuring out what the hell the story is out here. And just kind of the ambiance, the mood, the foggy environment and things like that. Mind where I'm going. Came right up on me like a caboose. Yeah, it really fits the whole shadow mage Breton vampire aesthetic. So Maldaroth, I know you're in California now if you haven't moved recently. Did you grow up in a Tornado Alley area? Let's see, we got an alchemy table. Do we have an enchanting station here somewhere? Because it sounds like you know how to get through a tornado warning the right way. Excuse me, Raymond.
Watch it.
You watch it. You had me boxed in there. Okay. Do I still have access to the bed? No. Which means I gotta talk to the innkeeper, who is always asleep at this hour. Terrible customer service. You'd lethally drain him? Yeah, right.
Hello?
Hi there. I'd like to rent my room again.
Take the day off adventuring and get a good nap.
Coaster news. UK Hyperia has been testing and public rides have on it almost 15 seconds of airtime. Whoa. Nearly half a ride cycle, and soon both trains will be soon real good month until it opens. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm probably not gonna travel to the UK to try out the roller coaster, but I'm an engineer, right? Professionally, a software engineer, but still an engineer. So I am often fascinated by how they put these things together. Missed the first hour. Have I been going for an hour already? Holy shnikes. Yeah, no problem, Strudel. So we did find Mortephane's amulet, or his pendant, or whatever. We got a little bit more of the story. It sounds like he's been under the thumb of some ancient Dureni demon entity or something like that. I've not prayed in a while. Let's go ahead and pray. You want to back up there, Raymond? Jeez, spread out, see? Wow, he's really on my ass.
Mind where you're going.
You mind where you're going? I can't get out the door, fool.
Mind where you're going.
Be careful.
You be careful. Oh, I hate you people. Oh, and a certain Daedra. Yeah, there are mentions of Oblivion and Daedra along with all this stuff. So we're still finding out how these tangled webs are kind of weaving together. But we did get a little bit more of the story. We got talked to by this demonic entity, whoever it is. Really needed a throat lozenge, or you know, at least to clear their throat. But we did get some more story out of it. It seems that Mortephane has been influenced at the very least by this entity, whoever it is, for a very long time, as they were calling him Little Lord. So I don't know if that's a diminutive title or if it's reference to him as a child. But tracing his lineage, it looks like there was a dark turn around great-grandparents or grandparents themselves, and they all kind of became evil at that point, and it might have to do with that cursed pendant that we just gave back to him. That's kind of the pieces I'm putting together now. Now we have Raymond with us, and he says that there might be something more telling in a Dwemer ruin to the north, which probably actually means south. I don't know. So now he's coming with us to kind of, you know, study those ruins and see what else we can glean from the whole situation there. But he says deep in those Dwemer ruins we should have more answers. So that's what we're doing. All right, so now as a role play mechanic here, I am going to be living on these blood potions for the next day or two. Not ideal. Guillaume prefers fresh blood, and actually I prefer hunting my prey instead of just, you know, drinking a potion to be sated. But since we have company in the form of Raymond here, who seems like a pretty upstanding individual, we don't want to offend him or, you know, turn him against us in any way right now. We got to keep our vampirism a little hush hush. Speaking of that guy, he's supposed to be coming with us, but I do not see him. Make way for the Dwemer facility. Where the hell is that thing? Ah, way the hell down here. All right. That's fine. Let's just, we'll fast travel back to the castaway camp just because we already walked through there. And doing a fast travel here might reload the game in a way that it has Raymond catch up with us. It's to the north. Look south on your map. Yeah. That's about how this mod goes, right? Okay, let's see here. All right, so we already cleared this out on our way back to Mortephane from the cave where we slew the quote-unquote beast, which was some kind of monstrosity called an infant golem, or golem infant. Kind of gross. Oh!
Never should have come here.
You got him, Raymond? All right, it's gonna be like this. This is why we didn't want to take you. Ooh,
No.
he's kind of tough though. That was a cool spell.
What are you doing?
Damn, fist of steel, huh? Okay, so he is pretty powerful. All right. Well, maybe we're taking this straight up then. No more sneaky sneaky. We're gonna be slicey slicey ninja instead of sneaky sneaky ninja. You trying to heal me? I don't need any healing, bud. Really crazy spells he's got access to as well. Do a quick save here. I want to make use of Ozra's Wrath, which is an area of effect spell that radiates out from the player character. I'm doing a quick save just because I don't know if it's going to kill Raymond or not. Raymond? Mr. B, welcome, welcome.
Your ugly head at
How
last.
goes it, bud? You good? He's good. Oh, they say. Okay, where to now? Beaten path ends here. Maybe it continues this way? Yeah, this looks fine. Let's see here. Riemann is good at disappearing at key moments in my experience. Great. It's to the north. Howdy, folks. Hello, Mr. B. James O. Also Karn. Universal Great Britain has a great chance. Locals want it to happen. Test dig site has been some historical finds in the test dig site. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if there is something of historical significance there, it's a little more important than just putting up a Universal Studios there, right? Oh, okay. Let's see if we can do some scouting of this area before... Oh, this might be the other place that I cleared out on my way back to Arnima from the caves that Mortafane had me in. I think we're okay here. Kine is pleased with my actions? That means an animal died somewhere and I got credit for it. Oh, maybe we're not okay. Ooh, okay. Riemann, help me.
Not consume you. I am released from the flesh.
Oof, okay. No, Riemann's hurt. Wowzers. Okay, yeah, ouch. That hurts. Let's find some cover. Ooh, can't even really find cover here. Okay. Run away.
Great.
I thought we were okay. I thought this place was already cleared. I guess it is not. Sorry, I'm not talking much right now, but this is pretty intense. I need my focus. Ouch. Okay, where did that come from? Ouch. Okay. You guys are really freaking annoying, you know that? Come here. Ow. Stop shooting me. fog is not helping.
You will to the void. We are all alone.
You're released into the void.
You are the most annoying one. Okay, is that it? You gonna heal me or what? You said you could heal me. So heal me. Is it maybe this thing that needs to heal me? Okay, that was intense. I think it's Raymond based on the fact that in some dialogue or other he says they called me Raymond in Serial. Serial, okay, nice. Raymond. Alright. Have a good way to go yet, huh? Something they can protect or be moved, it won't be an issue. Okay. So do you not have a universal park up there, James? Sorry, I have very little idea of what happens in the UK. You're my touch point for it, bud. Okay. Then I'll Roxy, which I've already been to, which should be clear. Every time I said this area should be clear, I end up getting just completely swamped by bad guys. I feel like I don't really want to even bother with the whole stealth thing because of Raymond with me here. Like, what good would it be if I'm hidden, but he's just alerting everybody? Which has already happened. So I would rather just be ready with my... Okay. This seems like a dead end. Maybe I go around this way. So maybe just be ready with my sword and spells here. But man, those guys hit hard. And there's so many of them. Map? Yeah, we're on the way. Looks like we're more than halfway there. I guess I could fast travel to this Zealot's Zenith point. That would probably be a little closer, but I feel like there are map markers and stuff that I'm missing along the way. This feels like the right way. It feels like the right way. Yeah, that fog is rough, especially like when you try to use like some kind of a light source or something. You'd think it would make things more visible, but it actually makes things less visible. Okay, here we go.
Another child freed from their mortal.
You
The
release my
unending
king to the void.
silence.
The worm will conquer the mountain.
I get him with Nightblade. Nightblade! There we go. Spikecaster, huh? That's a pretty cool sounding name. Witchman Spikecaster. I like that. These are some big mushrooms. Can I harvest them? Oh, it's just more tapenella. Nice. Those are good ingredients, nonetheless. For the Dwemer ruin, you'll want to be hugging the right-hand side of the valley. Really? Okay, so like right up against the rock face here? Alright, let's get there. Which I think is technically west on the map, but east in the conversational directions. Wonderful. So let's see, do I have to try to cross this chasm here? Oh, we got more bad guys. Yeah, they're all up over there. I see an easy way to cross this. Let's see if there's a way over here. But there's stuff on the left as well. Okay. We'll make it. We'll make it. Okay, let's try this. This might get us up and over the outcrops over here and then across the chasm. I'm glad this is a Witchman chasm and not an Orc chasm. Get it?
Mouths of the dark.
Get it? Wow, yes, I got one. Oh my god. What the hell are you guys? What is this place? I gotta check my Vancian spells here. 23 out of 30. Okay, we're doing well. We're doing just fine. Custodian satchel. We got some weird dark druidism going on here. Can't pick any of that stuff up. Yeah, well. Can you tell I've been writing this valley very recently? I'll show. Yeah, no problem, Strudel. Happy to have your expertise. Oh, there he is. Raymond. Yeah, man. First Universal Studio in Europe. I haven't been to a Universal Studio in a long time. So demanding. Heal me! Alright, let's switch to... Oh, I see somebody hanging from a tree there. That's no good. Switch to Predator Vision here. See if we can at least get like an advanced scout, get the drop on people. Because I feel like we're about to hit some heavy stuff here. So very close to a cave up here. May as well add that to the map. Okay, we got a big-ass spider over there. Two big-ass spiders. Yeah, there you go. Like, why even bother with the stealth?
Ah, your end's nears.
Cavern spiders, huh? Some kind of spider cavern? The caverns. Just the caverns. Okay. Well, not going in there yet because we have a job to do. But let's see. We're very close to where we need to be over here. Okay, no enemies. Strange. Feel like there may be enemies in here, though. I don't remember if... I think I've done this before. I'm not sure at this point, though. You trying to say something? Your mouth is moving, but I can't hear you. So, missionary. There's no time for that right now, Kiarm.
Bless your journeys.
Oh, he did give me a key. All right. Okay, I see a troll. Is that the only dude here? Or do we got more? Okay, no, that seems fine. Anything on the troll? Nah. Nap time. All right, Macadamia. Enjoy your nap in your lurk. Hope you get some rest, bud.
By the divines, what a sight. The Dwemer were a vain society, weren't they? Then again, most elves share the same trait.
That is true. Looks like we have some active magic going on here, too. We have some kind of glowing pillar. Right there, we have a glowing orb. It's like a giant Falmer statue, but Dwemer instead. Pretty cool repurposing of art there, I must say. Ah, crap. Yeah, sorry, Raymond. Collateral damage there. Had to get rid of her as soon as possible because that was going to be a rough fight. You good, buddy? Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's a way to get up on this, like, catwalk up here. Maybe further into the dungeon. Oh, we'll see. We'll go the way we're supposed to go first, and we'll come back and retread our steps to see if we miss anything after that. Okay, I want to make sure that my block and my bash are available, so resetting my equip status here. Empty left hand. Okay, this will take us back up to the catwalk, I think. I will say I'm waiting at the moment for Fallout 4. So I can do Fallout London. It looks amazing. Yeah, so that that Fallout 4 update was almost shadow dropped on people, and it came out right about when the Fallout London folks were gonna release their mod. And for people who don't... What's this over here? Did I not come from this area? Oh, yeah, I did. Alright, that was the Dwemer statue holding the torch where we fought the troll. Yeah, so for people who don't follow the Fallout 4 mod scene, Fallout London is like a big, expansive Enderall type mod, kind of like its own game that runs off the Fallout 4 engine. And it takes place in London, and it looked amazing from the promotional videos and things that I've seen. But they were pretty set to release very recently, and then that Fallout 4 update dropped and threw a big monkey wrench in their plans. So now they're trying to re-update all their mods to work with the new version of the game. Gotta love updates for old games, right? Gauntlets are deeper within this complex. My exercise drew my mind towards a large cavity within the mountains. Okay. Yeah, it looks really good. From what I've seen of it anyway. I mean, promotional material doesn't always line up with the end product, but this was set to be a huge thing for Fallout 4 fans, and you know, especially Fallout 4 fans in the UK. I've been curious about the Fallout 4 stuff myself, but it has had a kind of a messy launch. It's like most things, it's not as bad as people are making it out to be. Most people are playing and enjoying it. They'll fix the stuff that is wrong with it. I mean, there were some pretty glaringly obvious. There's like some missing meshes in one of the packages. Like, how do you miss that? Especially after having delayed this update for as long as they did. I mean, they probably had like a skeleton crew working on this update, but they didn't have very many fixes. Of course, it threw everybody's mod lists into chaos. All right, Raymond, how long is it going to take you to trigger these? Yeah, pretty much immediately. And I'm already... Shadow Master? That's me. God, getting bashed to hell. Having trouble with that skulker there? All right. We're going in loud. May as well just turn the light on, I guess. Oh, this again?
Watch it.
You watch it. What is your deal with standing in doorways? Like, right in doorways. Like, not even just a little bit outside. Not even just a little bit inside. Look! As soon as I stepped in there, you went running for the doorway. It's like, if there is a doorway close by, that guy is gonna run in it and stand right there. Ooh, I can't wait to get rid of this guy. It's tough because he's not technically a follower, so Nethers isn't taken over. And this was an older profile, so I don't have that follower collision toggle mod on for this one. Yeah, alright, we got another mage one. Alright, you tank. Since you seem to be the one insisting on not using stealth. Alright, you got her, I'll take this. Oh my god, where did you come from? Warmonger? Oh, that's you. Okay. Well, Nightblade did some heavy lifting there. I'm not mad about that. So I've been buying the old versions on GOG. I want my game to stay... Yeah, there are ways of keeping it from updating. There's lots of ways to keep it from updating, actually. And then, you know, as long as you have backups, you can always just drop them back in. So I personally am not worried about it, but... Man, so many people just don't know how to avoid an update. I feel like the more people who play these old BGS, I say old BGS games, but I guess they're kind of old at this point. Skyrim, Fallout 4. The more people who play them because of the, you know, the hype from the show or the Starfield hate or just Skyrim constantly growing in popularity. The more people who are going to want to mod it, because that's, you know, where the value, the true value of the game comes in, is being able to customize your experience. I guess just the more people who don't know the trouble that it is and how to avoid it seep into the player base, and, you know, we all got to deal with it. I'm kind of beyond complaining about it at this point. It's like I know the reality of the situation. I know exactly, you know, the backlash and things that it's going to cause every single time they drop an update, whether it's a good update or not. It's always going to be shat on because it's going to break something for somebody. What the hell is this? I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to be going now. Some interesting architecture here. I don't play connected to it. I've downloaded the game and play it on my machine. There you go. It's been a while since I've saved. That was... Woo, that was pucker-inducing. Oh. Little sore now I clenched so hard. I have to check for leaks later, I think. Now I'm quick saving, though. Health regeneration, don't really need that. Whew. Alright, sweating a little bit. But we're okay. Let's see. Is this a dead end? This appears to be a dead end. This is gonna be one of those dungeons, huh? Huh? Yeah, right. Let's see. I think I want to get down there. Not sure that I want to get down there, but I think I want to get down there. An easy way down there. Well, maybe this is where I'm supposed to be going. Missing voice files, it sounds like. Or it doesn't sound like. Scroll there. What's that scroll all about? Lightning bolt. Might need it. Yeah, I hear Charis. There's Raymond. Just a regular Charis in a place full of warmongers and shadow masters. Oh, all right. No reapers. Should be all right. As a vampire, we are immune to poison, so no big deal there. I see some soul gems. That one's glowing. That one's not. Oh, and we got some bugged out sound. All right. Bite down on a stick, because we're going to have to try to get through this one way or another. Oh, that looks like a warmonger. Very heavily armed and armored. I keep staggering him back so far. I can't get that power attack follow-up. Nightblade will take care of him, though. Earthbound weapon. Don't have that one yet. Not that I'm ever going to use it. I think we're pretty much solid with the spells and equipment we're using and our gameplay style. Hey, there's wind. Welcome, welcome. Hope you got some rest and are feeling better. Oh, not enough reach on the little blade. A canis root growing up there? Don't want the sword, but whatever. It's a big canis root. This place is so deep and winding. Something smells delicious and you haven't had lunch? Alright. Good luck on your food endeavors there, Strudel. I actually had some blueberry lemon loaf from Costco today with some matcha green tea. It was really, really good. It was so good. We had a Costco run last night, so we're all stocked up on food. Good state to be in. Oh. Dropped in on the wrong shadow ninja there, buddy. Let's see what's behind here. Two-handed weapons, don't use them, don't need them. Ectoplasm is great for this build, because ectoplasm has both a Fortify Magicka effect and a Fortify Destruction effect, and since the Shadow Mage spells, the power of a lot of them, scale based off of your current Magicka pools, having Fortify Magicka and Fortify Destruction is like it double dipping into the damage scaling on these shadow spells. It's really, really strong. Do I have any of those potions available right now? Yeah, these Fortify Destruction potions. Might need them later on here. Do want to do a status update on my Vancian magic spells. How many do I have left? 19 out of 30. Okay. That's alright. Continue to be judicious about those. I feel like there's going to be some really horrible boss at the end of this that I'm gonna wish I had my most powerful stuff for. Especially because I can't... sneak. I really might need an offense as a good defense situation here. Okay, the gauntlets are deeper within this complex. Okay. I know you said that already. Ah. Okay, do I have a bow that I can use? I might, actually. Yeah, the Witchman bow. I haven't disenchanted this yet. Let's use this instead. Is there a specific order I need to do this in? Do you have anything for me?
Hello. I've seen these devices in Dwemer scriptures and accounts.
Yeah, I've encountered them
They tend to
before.
respond from a sufficient enough force applied to one of their wings. Interacting with them may influence this contraption that they link to, and in doing so open that door. Although this is just theory.
My experience with these, though, is that they often need to be done in a certain order. So, I mean, let's just try some stuff out. We'll start bottom left. Okay, something's pumping. Oh, it's this thing down here. Okay. So it's another one of these, I don't remember what the dungeon was called, but in Solstheim where you get the... Is it the Dwarven Black Bow of Fate? So we're gonna have to fire these things off and try to remember which one, like the number value of each one of these. Ah, crap. We gotta fight some spiders. Get them all? You still playing with them? Still hear them. Alright, we done now? Okay. Okay, so back to the bow. Let's go ahead and just favorite the bow. The staff might work too, but that's gonna drain really quickly. All right, how many lights do I get for bottom left here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 for that one. How many for this one? 1, 2, just 2. And how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Completely lost count now because I don't remember which one I was on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we need 16. And then we have 1 and 2. Or not 1 and 2, 12 and 2. I want to make sure this guy doesn't come to life on me. Another one over here. Little due diligence now will make all the difference in the future. So we have 12 there, we have 2 there. How many do we have? Top left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. And we needed how many? 16? Okay, how many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? An odd number? Really gonna throw an odd number at me? Oh, wait a second. How many more do we need? 3 more. Crap. Okay. So let's make sure we're remembering here. We have 12, we have 2, and we have 5. 12, 2, 5. Okay. That one happened quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, so we have 12, we have 2, we have 3, we have 5. Can't add up anything there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Damn it. Those must have been the Centurions. Okay, so we have 12, 2, 3, 5, 7. So 5 and 7 make 12. I don't think there's any way. 7 and 3 make 10. All right, what does this one do? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. We're trying to get to 16. Okay, so we have a 3 and a 5 make 8, right? And another 8 makes 16. That was 6. Damn it. All right, but then we have a 2, which I think this is a 2, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, we improvised. Gotta love puzzles in Skyrim, right? You coming, Raymond? You still here, buddy? Oh, there he is. How about that? Figured it out, huh? Yeah, I know. Alright. Let's keep moving then. No GJs over here? No good jobs? There we go. Snack get. What'd you get, Strudel? What smells delicious? Doing okay-ish? I might have to go get a snack here soon. Got me hungry now. Someone named Strudel talking about how something smells delicious and now she's got a snack. Talking about how I had some blueberry loaf that I was munching on earlier. When the going gets tough, Raymond gets going. I don't know why I'm even bothering to sneak at this point. Okay, so a load screen just to go to another load screen. That's cool. Kiddo made a hot pocket, which I can't handle. I'm eating a bagel. Okay, good call. I don't think many people can handle a hot pocket, technically. Why? Crap. Do a quick save and load because my hotkey is not working for quick light right now. There it goes. The Shadow Mage is stronger in darkness because of a spell, of a triumvirate spell that I have hooked up to Okado's recital. I think it's called Gather Shadows. Yep. Your melee attacks and Shadow Mage spells are up to 50% stronger in darkness. And then as soon as you put on Quick Light, you're not in darkness anymore. Is that a trigger? That does not look like a trigger. What do we got here? Ah, a sphere. Used to be spherical, now it's just in a random pile of junk on the ground. Okay, I was just gonna say, I think I hear a Centurion. Well, that was a master too. He went down easy. Dwarven oil for the illusion boost. I think this just fires off the ballista. Yeah. Ooh, okay, I see a big ass Oblivion gate. That's probably what we're looking for. This is what Raymond was talking about. Let's clear out the upper levels here though. I just want to make sure that I'm not gonna get hit with any nasty surprises from up above. Get the jewelry, might be able to make a quick profit off of that, and the encumbrance doesn't hurt much. Just want to make sure I'm not going to get surprised over here anywhere. All right. Where'd you go, Raymond? Got any bad boys up here? I was like, are you fighting someone down here? Dormant Dramora? I don't like that. Yeah, he is definitely playing with some contraption down here. Okay, I got hit by a dwarven bolt, I think. Maybe it was from the sphere. I don't see anything else attacking me. All right. Let's go check out this Oblivion gate. You ready for this, Raymond? We have another Centurion around here somewhere? Or is this just a bugged dialogue? So I usually play with the dialogue off. Is it because they're hot? No, it's because there's a lot of preservatives and everything in them. They kind of hurt.
Symbolic during the Oblivion crisis.
Hurt the guts.
What vile practices were the Dwemer involved in here?
Another harvester. Okay, we got more of these red roots here that I feel like I need. Do I need a flame spell for this? I may. Although I don't see really a way up there. Okay, nothing doing. Okay, well, here is the Oblivion Gate. We're trying to find these gauntlets, I guess, right? So we're not here for the Oblivion Gate. Even though we did mention one. Pretty gnarly looking indeed. It's like we need to find our way over here. Let's see, where are the catwalks taking us? And how do I get up there? Okay, this might be that one area that I was at with the dormant Dramora, which, you know, if they're telling me that they're dormant now, means they probably won't be shortly. All right, I think we're in for a pretty rough fight here at some point. As if the spheres and the Centurion Masters aren't enough, right? I think I don't need this bow on me anymore. It's kind of ruining my aesthetic a little bit. Get out there. Okay, so it looks like I want to come this way. And then left. Never got the idea of hot pockets would... Lava pockets? Yeah, for sure. Up top there. Okay. Just scout the area here for now. I feel like as soon as I grab whatever's up there, it's going to trigger some knockdown, drag out fight. I want to get my bearings before I do that. Advanced scouting a little bit goes a long way. Especially for someone who started his ninja career as a thief in the Thieves Guild. He knows the value of some advanced scouting. Master lock, huh? Okay, we found a sweet spot. Okay, getting closer. Getting closer. Gotta love a master lock in Skyrim, right? Daedric Helmet of Eminent Magicka. Very valuable, but, you know, it's also really heavy. We'll save it for some future Tomb Raider here. We got enough valuables on our person and enough gold to last us a lifetime. Several. Actually. Okay, quick save, just in case. And now we want to talk to this statue. Hello?
Alienate being foe found. Sentience deduced. Cock carrier of the large soul.
Cock
What is
carrier.
resurrected? Mama master.
You can understand me? Are you broken?
Well, welcome, master. It has been 3,782 years since your last law.
It's a lot of years.
What tasks would you have me undertake?
So, come here often? Have you had any visitors besides me lately?
Aside from the subjects below, there is no other sentient being within the facility. I will check for tampering since by the time of hibernation. Centurions. Original structure remains unmolested. Microserving automatons. Original structure remains unmolested.
Well, I might have molested a few Centurions on my way up.
Warning gate compromised during hibernation. Warning breach occurred 5 neuron cycles prior to current events. Gate mechanics for the portal
5 years ago?
Be operated by my self-aware biologicals. Relaying arcane footage from Centurion. Biological possessed black item discerning items function and agent's agenda item seems to be worn on the hand. Agent's motive is unknown.
Okay. Could you open the portal? Okay, so now we're going to be stepping into Oblivion. Yeah, can you activate that portal for me? We need to get that item.
Extremely hazardous materials will be encountered through your expedition into subject realm number
Not as extremely
137.
hazardous as me, I can assure you.
Continue?
Yeah,
As
open
you
it.
wish, Master. Power needs to be supplied toward gate platform for operation. If you find energy direct or below, but beware of subjects.
Feel like Strudel's over there getting warmer, getting colder. Okay, now we got some valves to activate. This sounds fun. Oh my god. Okay. Well, let's get at it. You only thought you were going through the portal. Right. Let's see. How did I... Oh, I missed the stairs like 3 times there. Okay. All right. So up here to the right, I suppose. Welcome to Blackreach. Collect 30 like 30 crimson nirnroot in the pitch black. Yep. Yeah, I feel like that's one of my favorite Skyrim memes. It's like going through this dwarven dungeon to, you know, see what kind of treasures awaits, and we're in Blackreach. Item has insufficient charge. Did that get drained? I do have an enchantment, I think, on my gauntlets that recharges my blade, but yeah, well. We have plenty of soul gems just in case. Oh, we got a Hybrid Avenger 69 in the chat. Welcome, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Okay. All right. Now we just got a crap ton of freaking Falmer and crap. All right. Find a spot. What is hitting me now? I feel like I have cover, but I don't somehow. Okay, we need a potion. I also need to save my spells. Nightblade is cool. We'll use Nightblade. Why is that not triggering? I'm getting triggered, that's for sure. Nightblade just isn't firing. More Charas, and I'm dying still. Where is that arrow coming from? Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Got one more baddie over here, and then we're free to sort of explore and find these valves. Another archer, huh? Don't know how they were shooting me from where they were. Oh, tough one, huh? Okay, I see another one way over there. But at least we got the immediate threat out of the way. That's good. Did Raymond come with me? How's it going? Going well. Having a fantastic start to my weekend. Had a hunk of dough and a cup of joe to start the day. Hopped on to Skyrim. Hanging out with some like-minded folks who also love Skyrim. Trying to find our way through this Beyond Reach nonsense here. I feel like the valve over here is the closest one, because it looks a little bigger to me than the other ones do. All right. Really? How did that miss? More Charas. Must be behind the door here. Wow, you didn't get hit? Whatever. Okay, Valve 1 taken care of. I don't need to harvest these guys either. Let's see. Ultimate healing, definitely take that. Skirmishers, don't need any defense. I think we're fine. Okay. One down, 2 to go. Wow, that one's way over here. And that one's way over there. Alright, well, let's just pick one and go at it. Oh yeah, you had a big CPU upgrade coming. I feel like you were going from something like an i3 to an AMD 7800 or something like that. Like a huge upgrade. It is taking a while to get here. I feel like it was several days ago. I was in somebody's chat talking about it. Might have been Liz by the sword. Might have been her Twitch channel. Another one, huh? This one sounds like a sphere. Okay. Let's fight. Really? You're just gonna take pot shots at me? With your little crossbow? Ultimate healing. Don't need anything under... Ooh. Mask of Ismark. What does this do? Heavy armor is 17 points more effective. I bet there's like a whole armor set in this place. I'll bet you there is. White Mammoth recurve bow. Fancy bow. Don't have a use for one. Ryzen 3600 to Ryzen 9 5900. Yeah, there we go. That's still a huge upgrade. Really should have turned my compass back on to do this part. It was such an incredible... Yeah, I'm not... I'm not even trying without the compass. Good freaking luck with that. Let's see, do I want to go up there? Kinda. Is that ultimate? It is ultimate. Let's just see. I saw a lot of these corners many times. I don't doubt it. I have the compass on and I'm getting lost here. There's just so many dead ends, you know? If Raymond's not with me, I'm going stealth mode. In fact, I'm even gonna pop on Predator Vision here too, just to make sure I'm not getting myself into a gauntlet here of high-level archers. It's like I've been through this area already. Feel like there might be a filled soul gem in here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Random floating soul gem. Whatever. Let's take inventory on our Vancian spells now. To be sure what I have to play with. 14 out of 30. Still okay, but I feel like I want to be judicious about using them when I don't need to. Not much going on in there. Okay. This place looks promising. Got another goober right on the side, right on the inside of this gate. Okay. I see where I need to go. I'm just trying to scout this area. Advanced scouting. Never hurt anyone. But curiosity did kill the cat. So there's that. Okay, I think I'm seeing what looks like a Falmer and a Charis Hunter down here. Or is it just the Charis Hunter? No, there are both. Okay, let's just be sure with this one. Okay, should be down to 12 spells now. Okay, now all I have to do is find my way back to the door where I came in at, and that sounds like it's going to be a lot easier said than done. Okay. Just saw that shield thing pop up in the upper right there, and that usually indicates that an enemy has been detected, but through Okado's recital or whatever. Oh, there's Raymond. No, really, you can like stay put if you want. That was the easiest time I've had this whole time. Well, because I don't have your loud ass following me around. There we go. All right, folks, I'm getting the tummy grumblies. I do have about an hour left in this stream, and I do have some time to go over if I feel like I want to. But I do need to get a snack real quick, so I'm going to take care of that, and I will be right back, all right? Stay tuned. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, let's see what we can do about this portal here. So, Mr. Sentry should have the juice that he needs to be able to interface with this Oblivion gate, I guess is what's going on here now. And then once we get this Oblivion gate open, we should be able to go in and get these gauntlets that Raymond here wanted.
Steam has reached all nodes. Sufficient charge for gate aperture. Needs activation at local system relay. All systems are primed for your traversal to subject round 137. Activate the gate through a company device. May the gods fear the march of enlightenment.
PC was just dying when I launched up Starfield. Okay, so is that what the CPU upgrade here is all about? Are you getting game crashes? That is no fun. All right, back to the gate, I suppose. And there's that gate down there. Easy enough. Now, I wonder which came first here, the Dwemer walls and stuff here, or the Oblivion gate? Because the Oblivion gates, most of them that you see dotting the countryside and things like that, especially in Bruma and Cyrodiil, but actually there should be some in Skyrim too, because I think that the Oblivion invasion that happened during the Oblivion game, I think it happened all across Tamriel except for Argonia, Blackmarsh for some reason. It's weird that you don't see them around, like, tattered around Skyrim, but maybe, you know, they got destroyed and cleaned up. If in fact that's something that people are even capable of doing. Yeah, my guess, oh, your guess is the Dwemer stuff came first? It's just a guess. I was thinking the other way around. Lore-wise, these gates popped up everywhere not too long ago. But just the way that these structures seem to be built around this gate would indicate otherwise, right? And also it seems that the Dwemer had set this thing up, you know, 3,400 years ago or however long it was to be able to activate this Oblivion gate. That is way before the current or the most recent Oblivion crisis happened. So it kind of seems to me that the Dwemer built this stuff around this gate. I don't know. That's my guess. That's kind of the logic I'm following anyway. Also upgrading my GPU, wanting less of a bottleneck. Good call, good call. What GPU are you going with? But it's rare to find an intact Oblivion gate, you know, just on its own over here. There's some stuff in the Creation Club content, or the AE content, that touches on Oblivion gates and going to Oblivion and things like that. But those all had to do with the Oblivion crisis, I think. I think this is also kind of indicating that these large spiders, these harvesters, are coming from Oblivion, from this gate. Looks bright red in your game? Oh yeah, it was in mine too. I think it has to do with the ENB. RTX 4070 Ti Super. That's awesome. That's a great card. You are gonna be happy. Does seem to be taking a while to get to you though, which kind of sucks. It sucks to order something like that badass and then have to wait so long for it. Yeah, something wacky's going on with my, Did I just have predator vision on that whole time? Is that what was going on? I think that might have been the issue. Sis look. Oh, are we getting there? Okay. We might be back, guys. Am I waving? I'm waiting to see myself wave back at me here on my test stream. Come on. Let's see a wave. There it is. All right. Okay, we're back. Woohoo! Let's do this thing. Waving back at you. Good, good. All right. That also shows me just how delayed the stream is from the chat. Ugh. What a bummer. Yeah, so they're putting in a fiber optic network into my neighborhood. So they have like no parking signs like in front of everybody's houses and everything because they gotta like dig into people's yards and put in like new telephone poles and everything for it. And that's what the power outage is last week. I wasn't able to stream last week because of the power outages, the planned maintenance that kind of had to do with that. And then my internet company is like trying to make room for all that too, so they've been out here turning the internet on and off, and I didn't see anything planned for today, but like my whole power like surged or whatever because my key light went off, my work monitor went off, all my computer equipment here that I'm streaming on stayed on, but my network went completely down. I restarted my modem and that brought it all back up. So I don't know how stable this is gonna be, but we're gonna try. Goliath's grasps from the wanting stillborn. Gross. Increases health by 60 points. This one saw you wave? Good, good. Yeah, I think we're back in action, folks. We're back in business. Okay. Ooh. I don't like that. The hell is that thing? Is that like some kind of weird Daedroth or something? Let's do what we can to keep our distance until we know exactly what it is we're dealing with and how strong it is. Ugh, this thing is disgusting.
There you are, the one to shatter this crimson cage and grant me freedom.
Is this the voice that we heard when we picked up Mortephane's pendant?
A name, a moniker for this transient form.
I'm gonna teleport away from him.
You can call me ambition. I am what I feel, like any man. I am compelled, Liberator. Pull towards my once with great force. A desire converged upon my gods, lords, and men. That want is power.
Yeah, but what are you aiming that want at? What do you want?
Rotting atop his spire is the prince. And who better to take up that venerated role than ambition? Well, farewell, intrepid friend. May we divulge on the last axiom. There you are, the one to shatter this.
Isn't he great? Yeah.
And grant me freedom.
It's like, who are you? It's like, I am want. I want. Like, what do you want?
The Liberator wants a name.
I want real bad.
For this transient form. Well, you can call me ambition. I am.
I just want.
Like any man.
Did you kill the monk? I have not killed the monk. He just doesn't seem to follow me everywhere. Like Strudel said, he's a bit transient. He shows up when he damn well pleases.
And the Corpse King, rotting atop his spire.
Corpse King.
And who better to take up that venerated...
Who is this Corpse King that he's talking about?
Palpable, proximal, personal. It is now possible. From this hideous pit emerges royalty who awaits his throne.
Speak clearly, demon. No, I don't think he's speaking in riddles. He's just not saying anything.
Yes, strip away the artifice and cast away pretension. Forgive my joy, Liberator, becoming aware of a destiny.
Corpse King, the man who always laughs when it's inappropriate to do so.
Yes, it has.
I can hear you breathing. What is that thing behind you?
Take in the child yet conceived behind. It gestates in the wanting womb, the very jorns which bore me. Liberator, I wish you would kill this child and remove the final hurdle to my rise. Yet every harm directed is rendered hollow, aren't they, Mother? You covet your child with such fervor. The child is already named. Would you believe that, Liberator? She has called it Whisper.
You want me to kill something?
If we could only inflict death to the dead, to ameliorate that contradiction would cease my struggle. Yet it cannot be. However, there is another who could be the source of your malice. An anchor to ambition, a bank of remembering, the husk.
Husk, the child,
If
Whisper.
you see this husk, this frail, pathetic thing, kill it. Bring it low, tear it to pieces, and hunt the remaining scintilla of its vessel, and I will be free, truly free.
Is this the thing that is cursing Mortiphane? Because that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Your every inflection will be heard from here to the dying light. Your image burned for my future dreams. We will meet
At this
again,
point, it's like,
Liberator,
what the actual F are you getting at, gorgeous? Yeah, right?
The worm will conquer the mountain.
Easy to look at, not so much going on behind the eyes, though, am I right?
Everything that is ugly, everything that is weak, will all be burned away. And you will join me in this growth. Where I had gone from scum to royalty, you will go from nomad to nobility. Then you and I will destroy the Dark Mother together. Goodness and beauty will prevail. Farewell, intrepid friend. May we divulge on the last axiom when our paths cross again.
Okay. Very cryptic. I feel like probably should not have let that guy go. He didn't seem particularly benevolent, but he also didn't try to fight us. He also seems to be weak now, but will probably be very strong later. Yeah, no idea. No idea. All right, let me switch my windows around here a little bit. I'm stuck in this weird state with my OBS and stuff that I need try this out. Chat window is not open anymore. Okay, let's pop this out. Yes, the voice actor corrected the grammar. Yeah, I noticed that too. Instead of you and me, he went, or me and you, he said you and I. Some people overcorrect. Like sometimes well, it's never me and you, but sometimes it is you and me. But some people like overcorrect and always correct it to you and I, but that's not always the right thing to say. All right. But yeah, they did it correctly. Good job. Yes, chat here is trying to figure out my chat box. All right. All right, all right, all right. There we go. Raymond. Now return them back to Arnima. Although I would love to stay here forever, or stay here for research.
Bloody almost took her name in vain. What in all the hells was that?
You saw that demon run from the gate, I take it?
It was definitely something, demon or not.
It was ambition.
Downright
It was
sinister
want.
looking regardless. I had feared the worst.
Whatever the hell that means.
I've not the courage to face such beasts, friend. Hiding away behind the manifold contraptions. Eager to see that thing gone.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't seem particularly frenzied or anything, but definitely scary looking. Well, anyway, I'm here, and that strange creature is gone, hopefully. It was not hostile, however. It was very loquacious.
You spoke with it? What's
Chat box? Is that anything like an orc-chasm? Nice. No, that's what I got from Strudel. That's how I got my first Strudel WoW earlier, was talking about the orc chasm that we passed on our way to get here. Let's see. It talked of freedom and its wants. It was hard to understand the context.
The priests advise those haunted by cursed spirits to shield their ears, as one can easily find themselves raveled in their plots. Though you seem to retain sanity. Not even the temptations of Oblivion can sway you.
The trick is realizing the person who's talking is insane, that it's not you trying to understand it, right? It takes a lot to win me over.
Now if only this demon had some gold to spare. This has been an enthralling experience, friend. Fraught with perils and terrors, yet exciting nonetheless. However, we've got what we came for. And on that note, we should make ways for the relative safety down south.
Or up north. Let's see. No, I don't want to stay here. Yeah, I can only stomach enough mystery for one day.
Well, that's where we're different, friend. I could go over every stone surface in this vast.
Speaking of stomach, we do need to feed at some point.
You, any dangers left here would surely have me perish. Besides, I'm famished. And I'm not keen in taking up the
Thought I killed? No, I did not kill him.
Here.
He just wasn't following us. He's a fickle follower. Why do you think the gauntlets were moved here?
No clue. This meddling with Mados's apparel seems irrational. Although we have noticed a trend of them being... The theft of these relics has apparently stopped since we locked away Mados's remaining gear, leading me to believe that the thief isn't as powerful as we once thought. But its motives are still unclear.
Unclear indeed. Alright, no, you go on ahead. I'm gonna stay here a moment.
Well, since you're staying, I'd see no reason for us to part ways. As one could consider the journey back just as dangerous. Especially without a hardy warrior like yourself. Leave whenever you're ready. I won't let my curiosity get in the way.
Alright. Fine. You're gonna stay here, and I'm gonna have a snack. Tasty. Alright, Hold on, getting a text from my wife here. Let me just make sure she's in the know with what's going on here. Yeah, my wife is riding bikes with one of her friends right now. She wanted to come back because the weather is so gorgeous out there, right? I think it's this high of like low 70s for us today. She wanted to come back and have a glass of wine on the patio, but the patio is kind of messy, so I'm just making sure that she knows that it's got a bunch of foliage all over it from the stormy winds we had yesterday. And I planned on cleaning it today, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Okay, how the hell do we get out of here? Ismark, gateway exit. How's the build video going? Pretty good. I'm probably about a third of the way through writing it. I needed to take a break from video production for a while just because work was getting really busy there for a minute and I was feeling a little burnt out with stuff. So I took a break from Skyrim and video production and I played some other games. I finished Phantom Liberty, or at least got one of the endings for it. Man, that game does an emotional gut punch like no other game. It's one of my top 5 games of all time for very good reasons, and the emotional impact that that game imparts is something else. So that was absolutely amazing, 5 out of 5. I also picked up Vampire Survivor, or Vampire Survivors, which is this wacky little game with like 16-bit pixel graphics that is ridiculously addictive. I put almost 40 hours into it from between like Thursday of last week. No, I guess it was Tuesday of last week and now. Just a ridiculous amount of hours pumped into that simple little game. So I've been playing that a little bit. There was something else that I finished up too. I don't remember what that was. But yeah, just taking a break to play some games. But yeah, I'm about a third of the way through writing the Steger build guide, and then I guess got to voice it, and I'm getting closer to starting on my newer modding profile, my MO2 profile for the Guardian series for the Warrior, Thief,
By the Divines, what a sight.
and Mage.
Dwemer were a vain society, weren't they? Then again, most elves share the same trait.
Even in their most degenerated form, the slave had coveted delusion that the master was good and all there is. Without his tutelage, uncertainty, the slave finally forgoes thought and accepts fully what pride repressed. Bondage is destiny. All praxis used by the master hitherto had fostered a fear in the slave greater than the torture of its servitude. That uncertainty is the worst of all prospects, so the master leads with the torch, battling against this great unseen, all the while holding firm his chain. Interesting. Very artistic. Something to it, too. There are also some things that I want to try to mimic the voices in Senua's Head from Senua's Sacrifice in parts of my build guide. So there are going to be some fun little production ads here and there in that video. So I'm looking forward to implementing that, and I hope it pans out pretty well. All right, I'm just going to fast travel back to Arnima here because we've taken this whole journey on foot to get here. Just want to make sure there's not a waystone over here somewhere. No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, I look forward to that. There's going to be some good levels of production to it. Yeah. Just getting back into Skyrim now. Scratched my itch for other games. Oh yeah, I did the arcade stuff too. I finally got my 1cc a couple weeks ago on Death Smiles. That was a lot of fun. That game also took me about 40 hours or so. Being a simple arcade game, that's a lot of hours to put into something like that, but that's kind of what it takes to be able to master those games, so you can play them on 1 credit. Quite proud of that accomplishment. I put that video up. So now it's back to Skyrim for a little while. Oops. You choose me? Excuse me? Garth told me I can choose a protector if I agree to come up with him to see the big bird, and so I chose you. Okay. You need like an ointment or something? People said you're a strong fighter, so you can protect us from anything that comes at us when we see Lord Griffin. Big Bird, Lord Griffin? Who are these people, child? Not people, silly. Come on, will you join us? Please, don't be a chicken. Big birds, chicken, children with skin conditions. Hold on, let me speak to your carer. He's not my carer, I can handle myself. Garth said he's going to bring me back to Evermore if we don't see the Griffin. Please, anywhere but Evermore again. Don't like Evermore, huh? Haven't been to Evermore yet, but interesting. Are you just going to be following me now? Great. Yeah, right. She just forgot to remove her mud pack beauty treatment. Yeah. Priest of the Nine, am I supposed to be talking to you?
Good day.
Howdy. The missionary and I have retrieved another one of Mados's garments.
So he finally made the expedition. Was raving about it for quite some time. Did you find our elusive thief?
She'll continue choosing you until you do her quest. It's the most annoying thing. Ugh. Alright. I'm not sure. I had to traverse a Daedric realm and had met some strange entity who stood next to the gauntlets.
Daedra? Within a Dwemer ruin? Unheard of. How did you manage to find yourself within such a terrible place?
Well, that was the missionary's doing. We were required to open passage to it. The missionary traced the item back to an Oblivion gate within the ruin.
So you assumed that the gauntlets must have left through that gate? I see. The presence of these gauntlets within such a remote ruin should have been reason enough to amplify concern.
Yeah.
Yet now Daedra have been brought into the fold. Are we but unwitting pawns in some grander scheme?
Pretty much always, I think. But I really hope not.
I'll have to ruminate on these revelations later, and you should rest. Couldn't imagine what a journey to that untamed north entailed. Thank you, friend. It's rare for a helping hand to go further than one needs to.
Anything else, priest?
Glad to see you're still willing to help, and there's always much to do around here. Though if you're looking for a journey like the one you've just returned from, then I'll have to disappoint.
Yeah, sure, whatever helps.
I wouldn't have you cleaning this hall, so worry not. I have a more pressing need for a newcomer like yourself. Our Lord, Mortifane, has been scheduled to meet with an advisor from the Divine. Morosa dares not attend herself, lest our Lord brings out her work. So this small conference will be our opportunity to mount pressure on Mortifane, such that he'll forego his tyranny for a moment, bringing even further opportunity for reform.
Okay. And how am I gonna help you out with this?
And with a fresh face like yours, Mortifane should understand that a world outside this town still exists, and that world is passing judgment on his actions.
I've already dealt with Mortifane though, so I'm not really that new of a face, but alright, if you think it'll help, I'll be there.
You're becoming a great friend to the people here, and I've come to trust you myself. A final word of advice. Should Mortifane become enraged, don't interrupt him. In fact, I advise remaining quiet entirely. I only need your presence.
Alright, word of advice to you as well. That hat looks really, really silly. Just throwing that out there. Alright, where's the child at? Let's do this child's quest, or at least get started on it. Let's go find Garth. Be cool if we get to meet this Griffin, though. Maybe it's cool. I don't know. Okay, I seem to remember this quest last time I did it. And there were some questionable things going on with the child, and I don't want to break YouTube's terms of service by that, so I'm probably not going to make it all the way up to see the Griffin. I kind of want to screen that myself first before we do all that, but I do want to at least get... oh, there's Garth. I want to get started on it.
Get on with it.
You're taking this girl to see a Griffin. Is that safe?
Bah, the audacity of you. Do you greet every stranger with suspicion?
Do you blame me? It's wise not to tread near any beast of that size.
And now you sully our revered guardian. Fortune favours you, for I am a man of faith, not a man of blood. Were I a more zealous soul, then you'd have faced judgment for that slight.
Most people here are both. Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's not speak of this any longer. I can only stomach so much indiscretion. Instead, we shall talk business. You're a sellsword, are you not?
Sure. Always looking for work.
I can see a loose sheath given enough time. I just hope the blade befits the sleeve. Now, do you have any reservations with escorting? I and the girl you've greeted are in need of armed company.
Sure, yeah, I can do that.
Worry yourself no longer, sellsword. After this, you'll have your fortune. Here, your map.
Never believe promises
The little
of fortune.
one and I will await your arrival at the cliff edge here. Do not dally. We've not much time till the Griffin departs again.
Yeah, so, is this Griffin safe to approach? I'm not really sure about your ways out here.
Trepid are we? The Griffin doesn't entertain itself with the fears of lowborn. The Griffin is only riled through great heresy or treason. Their marble figure found in every city, their presence felt by every loyal subject.
Alright, fine, I get it, Pilgrim.
Do not forget it, outsider. The Griffin is second to the gods in this land. The kingdom owes its strength to them, the most divine of Mara's creations, imbued with her undying generosity. This very Griffin we're yet to see hasn't graced our land for near 20 years. Having departed after sundering
We actually saw the Griffin on our way in.
Peasants.
Heretical peasants?
Attempted a little commune together, a heinous sight, a direct violation of divine authority. They say that even wives were shared up there.
Ooh.
Eventually, our most revered
Sounds like my kind of
nobility
party.
took it upon themselves to end the madness and disseminated great justice upon the wretches.
Okay, what about all the exiles?
A small stack of coin should suffice for any vagrants on our path, and if not, the guard have their methods of coercion. Lastly, of course, there is you.
Alright.
Till next we meet.
Well, let's get up there. This one's not too far away. That's good. Or at least the meeting point between here and where we're supposed to meet Garth and Dusk. Okay. What is the best way up here? Looks like I probably want to go to the right of the rock face here and then wind my way back up. So maybe this way and then take that bridge to the left there. with the skeleton. 3 septums, look at that. How about that? Yeah, okay, this is the right way. All right, though, I do, like I said, I'm sure it's okay, but I think there was some questionable kind of things that happened to this child up here, depending on what you choose to do. So I want to pre-screen this before I do any of it. So I think right now is a good time to kind of stop the stream. We're only 8 minutes away from when I would normally end it anyway. So I'm going to make a hard save here, and I am going to say my goodbyes. Now, just a PSA here. I am not going to be around next weekend. The wife and I are taking a road trip up to where we got married in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we're taking the dog with us. So I'm going to be on the road over the weekend and through the week, taking some much needed time off. Going to eat some good meat. Oh man, the beef there is absolutely insanely good. Take in some scenery, some cooler weather. It's gonna be nice. Maybe you'll have skiing weather. Yeah, I probably doubt it in the middle of May, but you just never really know these days. It's all over the place. All right, so thank you guys for joining me. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoying kind of dotting some T's and crossing some I's on this content here and trying to make sense of the narrative that this mod is trying to put down. It's snowing in the high country right this minute. Oh wow, okay. That's well, we did just get a new 4x4 Bronco Sport that is actually quite capable off-road. So there's that. We should be okay. I wouldn't mind a little bit of snow. We just need to make sure to pack warm. Thank you for letting me know on that, though, because yeah, we're it might change the way that we have to pack. We'll have to look at some forecasts and see what we're doing. It's not gonna stop us. Rain here, snow upstairs. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll be driving through Utah on our way up there. Don't think we're gonna hit Colorado this time, but we'll see how it is. Utah gets a lot of snow too. We'll be going through Park City, Salt Lake City on our way up. Don't know how Jackson Hole is faring. Well, this is definitely their off season. At least it will be by middle of May, at least at the ski resorts and stuff there. The downtown area stays bumping all year long, I think, especially in the summer. And that's where we'll be staying. Yeah, all right, so that's it for me, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. That was a ton of fun, as it always is. If you liked this video, or this you're hopping across the VOD, or you happened across the stream randomly, do check out the description below. There's a lot of other content creators out there like me that, you know, we all kind of hang together in small circles. So if you liked hanging out with me here, check out their channels. We'll be doing the same. You'll see a lot of familiar faces around there. In particular, we had Magus here at the very beginning. Haven't seen him since, but he does stream quite regularly on Twitch. His link is in the description below. The Wind does as well. She was playing Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas last I saw, I think. Were you playing Tales of Two Wastelands? And she does some Starfield, getting her Skyrim back into order before she starts streaming that again. That's always a good time, so do drop by her channel and leave a follow. Let's see, Macadamia Maldaroth also streams on Twitch now and then. And Strudel, 57 Strudel, has some of the best fanfic you're ever gonna read. Maybe some of the best fantasy, you know, writing I've ever read. That was really good stuff. So her link is in the description. If you like fantasy reading, you're not gonna do much better than that. Tales of Two Wastelands. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize. But yeah, I'll see you around next time. Not next week, but the week after that. I don't know what I'll be streaming. Maybe this, maybe something else. We'll see. Most likely Skyrim of some sort. I just don't know which character. Yep, that's it for me. Thanks a lot.